Hello, and today I'm going to dye my hair with gentian violet, and I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to be answering some questions because I asked you guys a few weeks ago if I were to do a Q&A, what kind of questions you'd ask. And I got a lot of questions, so I just went scrolling and screenshotting it so I can just read through them. And let me tell you, there are already questions that makes me want to disappear. I have my supplies here. I have this little bowl and this that I used to mix. I have gloves, and then I have gentian violet and a conditioner that I like. Gentian violet has alcohol in it, so I left it open on the counter for maybe 5 or 6 days, I'm not sure, just to get the alcohol to evaporate. Does it work? I don't know, but I've used this to dye my hair since I was young and I like it, so I'm going to use that again. Also, it's really cheap. I think I paid $6 for this. I'm not a hairdresser, so don't take my word for it. Let's just start. My hair's dirty, by the way. But anyways, I have no music coming. And it being purple is going to be part of the vibe. I'm doing a TikTok transition before and after this video to announce my new song. So by the time you see this video, there's already going to be a snippet of the song on my TikTok. This is what I'm going to do. Squish a lot of conditioner into the little bowl, because that's the base for our hair dye here. Some conditioner here. Now I'm gonna open the gentian violet. Start dripping a little bit, you know? I don't know if that's too much. Now let's mix it up. Look. Looking pretty vibrant, actually. I'm gonna try to make it a bit darker. Since my hair is kind of greenish, I want to make sure it's dark enough to cover it. I'm in a mood today. If you haven't noticed, I definitely already cried today. It's getting a little darker, a little bit more. I just want to make sure it's dark enough. Maybe hairdressers will see this video and gonna be like, literally no girl, stop. But I don't care. It's my hair. I think it's a dark enough purple now. Wait, I should probably find some questions to answer, by the way, at the same time. I'm gonna do this thing where if the question is in English, I'm going to answer in English. And if the question is in Portuguese, I'm gonna answer in Portuguese. Start with some hablas español, un poquito. My thing with Spanish is it's very similar to Portuguese. Similar enough that I can understand a lot of it, and also I've worked with a lot of Hispanic people before, so I learned a lot. And when I was in Spain as well, for the Camino, I learned a lot. I have a hard time speaking because it's so similar to Portuguese. I think I mix them up and I make my own language. Are you only an artist in area of music? I will say no. I like to draw, especially type of anime type of characters. I like to do it both on paper and digital art as well. But I do that just for myself. It's not the kind of thing that I feel inclined to be sharing. Gotta make sure I get these little pieces. I'm just going for it, honestly. I always stain myself while dyeing my hair. It's a part of the process. You don't want to get stained, go to a salon, right? There's one in Portuguese. It says, como você faz para lidar com os haters? Olha, gente, honestamente eu tenho dias bons e dias ruins. Tem dia que eu não tenho paciência nenhuma. Tem dia que eu ignoro e tem dia que eu choro. E tem dia que eu xingo eles. Dia que eu tô muito de saco cheio, que eu acho que as pessoas precisam receber uma patada. Eu acho que tem hora que as pessoas precisam. Na internet, a galera muito que esquece que criador de conteúdo é gente. Que a gente é humano, que a gente tem sentimentos, sabe? É meio bizarro. What are your New Year's resolutions? One of my New Year's resolutions is to have more faith in people and in the world and just in general, just trust You know, I think that in these past few years that I've been living here in LA, and since I moved here, it was like really, it changed really quickly. I used to be a very naive, trusting person, and ever since moving here, I just don't trust anybody. I always see people trying to like climb the social ladder, like using you for it, and I fucking hate it. I hate it so much that I just stopped trusting. Even though I think it's important to like not blindly believe in everyone and everything, you know, not be naive. I also think it's not a good way to live, not trusting anyone and anything. It's not something that makes me happy. It's not something that I think is healthy. There's one in Portuguese that says, por que você começou a falar inglês nos seus vídeos? Gente, eu já falei assim tanto disso, eu juro. E essa pergunta foi no Instagram, né? Se você assistir meu stories em destaque, tá lá escrito importante. Esse story em destaque. E eu explico bastante isso lá. Mas, enfim, eu mudei para os Estados Unidos, já vai fazer 5 anos esse ano. E a minha vida, ela acontece aqui agora. E ela acontece em inglês. E quando eu mudei, eu continuei falando em português um tempão, sabe? Eu vou estar tudo embaraçado. Quando eu mudei, eu falei em português bastante. E eu me senti muito sozinha, muito isolada. Porque eu tava vivendo o Brasil, mas eu não tava vivendo o Brasil. Minha vida, ela só acontecia em inglês. Então, assim, eu não tava conseguindo me sentir próxima nem dos amigos que eu tava fazendo aqui. Porque nem meus amigos daqui não entendiam nenhum dos meus stories. E quando a minha vida começou a acontecer em inglês, eu comecei a ter vontade de falar em inglês. Então, pra mim, faz mais sentido falar em inglês, porque a minha vida acontece em inglês. Mas eu criei um TikTok secundário, onde eu falo só em português, pra poder interagir com a galera do Brasil. Eu criei um canal secreto aqui no YouTube, que eu tenho postado mais shorts lá, assim, do que vídeo mesmo, mas eu tô tentando. Where do you live? Well, I live in LA. Como é a experiência de gravar um álbum? Eu acabei de terminar de gravar o meu álbum, meu primeiro álbum da vida. E pra mim, assim, foi um sonho se tornar realidade. A experiência foi muito especial. Foi um momento bem difícil da minha vida em que a gente tava gravando. Eu perdi muitas pessoas nesses últimos meses. Muitas, e me abalou muito, muito, muito. Eu já tinha escrito a maior parte das músicas, e aí eu acabei escrevendo algumas novas pro álbum também, junto com o Blake, que é meu namorado e meu produtor, algumas outras pessoas também. Muito animada, muito, muito, muito pra mostrar essas músicas pra vocês, pra liberá-las pro mundo, assim. E eu tô na minha fase de vilã, gente, que essa música nova, inclusive, se chama Villain Arc. If you need to choose an instrument without being the ukulele, which one would you choose? Guitar. No thoughts. I love the acoustic guitar. It was my first instrument and my first love. Seu top 3 melhores e piores personagens de Naruto. Bom, o Naruto tá entre os top 3 melhores, né? Naruto, Itachi, Kakashi, top 3 pra mim. Agora, top 3 melhores, né? Agora, top 3 piores. Sasuke, odeio. Odeio Sasuke. Eu não curto muito o Gai também, não. Deidara. Nossa, eu odeio Deidara. Cara insuportável. Do you feel like your music career is enough to keep you financially stable? Well, isn't that a good question? Right now, if I'm being really honest with you, a big part of my daily anxiety and a big part of my weird mood today and this week and stuff is exactly that. So with music itself, I don't really make enough money at all. What keeps me being able to pay my bills and survive and stuff is content creation. I make my income mainly by, oh, look at my forehead going, by making TikToks and YouTube videos and like Instagram and creating UGC for brands and stuff. Lately it's been really stressful. I've had a very, very frustrating situation with a brand that I will not name. It got me really rethinking everything and honestly even wanting to go back to work at a restaurant and just make stable income without depending on brands. Because one thing about me is I grew up not really being able to afford many things at all. Like for me, subscribing to like my favorite artist's website at the time or something like that was just not an option. It's not something I could ever do. I grew up not being able to afford these type of things. And so for me, one very important thing for me when creating content is making it accessible for everyone. It's really important to me. I want to create free content that everybody can watch it for free. But lately, I have become a slave to brands, and that's not nice. And a lot of people go and comment on my videos when it's a sponsored video and be like, oh my god, like 2 minutes of the video is an ad, like 3 minutes, whatever, half the video is an ad. And it makes me really sad because it's the only way that I can keep creating content. Like, content creators also have bills to pay. And I was talking to some friends and friends who also create content and stuff. And I talked to Bernadette Plazi. She teaches ukulele, has a whole ukulele channel here on YouTube. And she gave me the idea to maybe start a Patreon. And I'm thinking about it. Like, I have a Patreon, but I don't really post in it, honestly. But I'm thinking about starting a Patreon where I teach you guys how to play the songs I'm covering on my channel. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Because I was thinking about doing that and then charging like a symbolic price, like $5 a month or something. That way, if people want to learn the ukulele, it's a very affordable way to learn, and it would help me keep creating free content for everyone. I don't know. I'm honestly spiraling. Like, I barely slept last night thinking about this. Thinking about the fact that, like, I need to find a way to make stable income and not be a slave to brands and have to be chasing brands for partnerships and having to be humiliated. It's not every brand that humiliates me. When it does happen, it does make me question everything a lot. Now I put my hair in a little bloop. Not fully gonna protect anything, but at least I feel safer. What's your favorite song / cover you've played on ukulele so far? It's a hard one. I wanna say, well, one of my favorite songs to play on the ukulele. It isn't famous at all. It's called For You by Nick Azar, and I think it might always be my favorite to play. I don't know. How does one not give up on dreams, especially art and music ones, in a world where it's hard to live from those kinds of activities? I'm trying to figure it out myself. I think that the way I see it, the way I've been living my life so far, is that there's no other option. Like, I don't want to live a life where I'm in a cubicle office doing the same thing every single day. I don't want that. So I am just trying my best. I don't know. Who knows? What gives you motivation to continue with your passion, and how do you find inspiration for your art? Inspiration for me comes from life. I'm feeling, in love. I write a love song. If I'm feeling angry, I write an angry song. Inspiration is all around life for me, even in other people's experiences, in a way as well. I enjoy writing with other people for them. That's really fun for me. Motivation to continue. I think my motivation is knowing that I don't want the alternative really bad, so I just keep doing it. When will you post your album? I don't have a date release yet for you for the album, but I will have my first single, Villain Arc, coming really soon. So stay tuned, and by the time this is purple, hopefully it's looking okay, and then I can finish my TikTok transition and give you a little spoiler of the song. I'm really excited. This is one of my favorite songs I've ever made in my life, and it's so different, and I just can't wait to share it. And this song's gonna be out in March. Stay tuned, and there's gonna be a pre-save link very soon. Which one is your favorite song that you made? It's in the album, and I think Villain is like right up there. If not the favorite, is one of my favorite songs I've ever made, for sure. Where are you from, and did you move to the US afterwards or grew up there? I'm from Brazil, and I grew up in Brazil, and I moved to the US in 2018. Oh, now this one here. Now it's time to talk about boundaries. Did you get fat because you were depressed from breaking up? Like stress eating? Like my dude. What makes you think that that's okay to ask? Like, I am so fucking tired of people commenting on my looks. Like, in the beginning of quarantine, I realized that I started just covering my body up, always wearing baggy clothes and sweaters, because I was sick of people sexualizing anything and everything I did. And then I started hating myself because I was just covering myself all the time. And I started, in an effort with myself, to feel good in my own skin, to like stop just hiding my body so much and just, loving myself again. And that's when so many comments about like, you're gaining weight, are you pregnant, or etc. started popping up so often, and it hurts because it's like, I don't want you commenting on my body if I'm skinny. I don't want you commenting if I'm fat. I don't want you commenting about anything. I make music, and if I wanted your opinion in my body, I would have asked. Now, also guessing that my weight gain is because of a breakup, what makes you think that I would want to tell you that? Like, people need to learn boundaries. Like, it's just not chill. And no, I did not break up. Very happily in a relationship. And like, this is just not your fucking business. So, last one, because I'm annoyed by this other one. So, do you prefer living in the US or Brazil? Tell about the pros and cons about both countries. It's hard because listen, I love Brazil. Brazil is my country, it's my place, it's my people, and I love Brazil so much. I just spent a little over a month there with my family and friends, and I could like reset my energy and everything, and I love Brazil. There are a lot of things that I prefer about living in the US. One of them is that, well, I make music in English, and I feel like it makes sense here and it gives me more opportunities that way. But I miss people so much. I miss Brazil. I miss my family. I miss my friends. I miss my city. I miss everything about Brazil. I just don't want to go back right now. I'm gonna wash it off, I think. I think it's time. I'll be back. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Are you ready for this? Should I show you? This is how it turned out. As you can see, very purple. I'm like ready-ish. My makeup's probably all messed up. I don't know, who cares? Because I was making that TikTok I told you about, teasing my new song, Villain Arc. I am ready for my villain arc. Are you?